Hey guys, how's it going? Happy full moon. This video is my full moon video for the month of August, and it's also going to serve as my weekly forecast for the week of August 27th, 2018. I normally put out weekly forecasts on Mondays, but because it's a Sunday and I was going to do a full moon video anyway, I thought I'll just combine the two, make it easier on everyone. So I will not be putting out a video tomorrow on Monday like I normally do. You can think of this as that forecast video for the week. Yes, full moon in Pisces. This is a very mystical full moon, as Pisces is considered the most mystical sign of the zodiac. Pisces lacks energetic boundaries, so you might be really feeling a lot. You might be feeling highly sensitive. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But first of all, whenever I talk about astrology, particularly when I talk about Pisces, I do like to talk about the story behind these archetypes so that we're not just assigning character traits to a sign and memorizing them and then parroting the information. When we understand the story behind these archetypes, then we can really step into the personality of the archetype with our imagination and experience the world through that character. And then we just inherently understand the character traits that come along with each sign. We don't really have to memorize them because we can kind of become them, if that makes sense. It's kind of a form of channeling, which is what Pisces really is. So let's talk about Pisces. In the zodiac, which we can think of as the story of the evolution of the soul from Aries to Pisces, you can think of them as steps or archetypes that make up the alchemical human being. And Pisces represents the ending of one cycle and the beginning of another one. In the astrological zodiac, we do not have death, but we do have Pisces. And that is the formless state where the soul has completed one mission in one human body, but has yet to take on another form. So if you could think of the classic kind of like light at the end of the tunnel, Pisces could be that tunnel or the channel. It's the astral realm or the dream field. This is the quantum field. It's very etheric. It's where things are formless and where things can take shape, which we can think of or understand as manifestation potential. So Pisces is limitless possibility. It is the collective unconscious. It's where dreams happen and come from. You can think of it as an echo chamber. And this is why Pisces is associated with the dreamer, creator, or artist, because an artist is a being that makes form out of the formless. So if we think of the musician, for example, who takes a random array of tones and brings them into form and creates a melody, a structure, a harmony, a song. Or the potter at the wheel who takes the clay and takes this malleable substance and creates an image or an experience out of it. This is what an artist essentially does, creates form out of the formless. And we are artists as human beings. Our life is our song that we create out of a random distribution of possibilities. We are responsible for taking these possibilities and creating what we want out of them. So this is really quantum physics, essentially. If we look at electrons, which are the primary carriers of energy into solid form, atoms, so atoms that make up our third dimensional reality. If we take the observer effect of quantum physics, which is empty space, we have an observer, a human being, who focuses their attention into a single point in empty space, an electron appears. So Pisces is the limitless possibility. What are you dreaming? What do you want to take form? So we are in a period of high suggestibility. So of course, we really want to be paying attention to symbols that are coming through during this time, during a full moon in Pisces, where the veil is very thin. So animal totems, symbols, archetypes, tarot cards you're pulling, people that are showing up, little cosmic messages, because they're very telling and they're never random, but they're definitely not random right now, and they're carrying a lot of energetic power with them right now. Yeah, like I said, we're really wading through the dream field. And what makes it especially beautiful is that this full moon is aspecting two huge, powerful planetary bodies in Earth, because it's going to sextile Saturn in Capricorn and Uranus in Taurus. So this is really beautiful grounding energy. These are like huge, beautiful trees with their roots really grounded in reality. So Pisces on its own, if we didn't have the Earth, Pisces on its own is kind of like the stoner dreamer that's laying in the grass and looking up at the clouds and creating shapes out of clouds. But without anything to ground it, these beautiful ideas really just stay in the ether. But when we have the Earth elements, we can really take these visions and implement them into third dimensional reality. So it is literally, without a doubt, the best full moon to harness for creative manifestation potential. I think that this full moon is really asking us and reminding us to remember our magic and remember that this is a dream. It's nothing less and nothing more. And we really are in the driver's seat. So what are you creating? The only precautionary thing that I would say about this full moon is that, like I said, lacking energetic boundaries. Pisces is the element water. It takes the form of the vessel. So in order to do this, it doesn't have much boundaries. Things can step in and out very easily. That's why Pisces is the channeler of the zodiac. But you can also be taking on things that aren't yours. The shadow of Pisces is the martyr, victim, savior. We don't want to be sacrificing too much for others. Stay in your lane, as I like to say. It's kind of like, it's beautiful to help someone else, but we don't want to overextend. We don't want to take on more than we need to. We don't need to apologize if we don't need to. It's beautiful to help someone else, especially if there's a karmic contract between you and that other person where that feels really in alignment. But when there's all of this Pisces and we're lacking energetic boundaries, we can overextend and then end up drained or end up wrapped up in a drama that we don't need to be. So just taking that into consideration, particularly because we have Venus in Libra right now, which is really encouraging us to find harmony within friendships, relationships, coworkers. We really want to understand each other right now. We really want peace. We're trying our best to be diplomatic and meet people in a neutral place of understanding, but we don't want to go so far as to sacrifice our own needs or bend to the will of someone else. We want to, stay grounded and stay strong and within our power. But that's all. Then we will have Mars go direct on Monday, the 27th. So our week really starts out with a bang. I think that this is pretty much the big message for the week of the 27th. Mars going direct. This is huge. Mars, which is our will, our creative force, our power. It's the energy force that propels the bullet out of the gun. This has been retrograde. So it could have felt like swimming, what am I trying to say? Like having weights on your ankles and trying to run through water. It can be really difficult to get moving when Mars is retrograde, but it's direct now. So it's like a slingshot being pulled back, and now we're off, hit the ground running. It's a week for that. I think that projects you've been trying to initiate that you haven't been able to, I think that doorways are going to fly open. I think that some of us have had trouble being motivated. You might have felt kind of sleepy lately when Mars is retrograde. That's going to lift a bit. I think that you're going to finally feel empowered and feel energized to get the ball rolling. And Thursday, Friday, Saturday, a lot of Earth will have a Taurus moon, again, supporting productivity, supporting getting things started. So yes, use the dreamy Piscean energy of this full moon to get really, really clear with yourself about your magic manifestation potential, and then using the incredible rocket fuel of Mars going direct to initiate those dreams. That's about it. I hope you guys are enjoying the full moon. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am available for natal chart readings right now. If you would like to reach out to me, my email will be down below. And if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like and a share. I truly appreciate it. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.